Hello guys, in this tutorial I'm going to explain you how to complete the worksheet of the task Balloon Power Car. So first of all, you need to find this document. So when you go to Manage Back, you go to Tasks. In Task, you will find the task Balloon Power Car, and in this task you will find the worksheet. Okay, is this Word document. You click on it and will be downloaded into your computer. So once you have the document, you need to complete the tables for each trial with the data that you collected during the race day. So for trial 1, imagine that we obtain these times, lap times, and we copy and paste in the table. Copy and paste. Then we're going to centrate the data, and then we click on the right button, propiedades de tabla, and put it in the middle of the cell. Okay, when we have the times, we're going to complete the following column. Time, that this is the accumulated time. So how do we complete this? We complete this adding the time that it's the car spends every lap until the final time, that will be the time spent in the 5 meters. So here I have the accumulated time already calculated in this Excel, and you can do this manually. Okay, later on I will explain you a faster way to do it. And you copy and you paste in your column, and you do the same than before to centrate the data. Okay, now the next column is to calculate the speed. Remember, the speed is distance over time. So since distance is always 0.5 meters, the only thing that changes is the time, and you need to use the time for every lap. So in lap 1, time is 0, sorry, for time 0, the speed is 0, okay? And we will calculate for each lap the speed dividing 0.5 by the time. I already calculated the speed for each lap. Okay, copy and paste, put in the middle, and put all the data in the center. Okay, propiedades de tabla, okay, in the center of the shell. And finally, this column, this acceleration, it's calculated by making the difference of speeds, final speed minus initial speed, divided by the time of the lap that the car spent in each lap. So for the first shell, the acceleration will be 0 because it's the initial acceleration. Then for the second shell, how to calculate the acceleration for the lap 1, the final speed will be 0.5, the initial speed will be 0. Okay, we put all in parentheses, and then we divide by the time, that in this case it's 1 second, and that will give us the result that is 0.5 meters per second square. Okay, so I calculate all the data, and here I have the results. You're going to use 4 decimals for acceleration, okay, because the values that we obtain are really small. 4 decimals for acceleration. Okay, and like before, we are going to centrate the data. Okay, so you do the same. okay, that we have done here with trial 2 and trial 3. And you can see here at the bottom of the table that you have the distance traveled trial 1, distance traveled trial 2, and distance traveled trial 3. So here you're going to annotate the final distance or the total distance that your car moved in each trial. Okay, so that will be the way you will calculate the data manually in your worksheet, and then you will have to transfer this data to an Excel. I'm going to explain you how to calculate this very easily in an Excel document. Okay, I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to explain you how to calculate time, speed, and acceleration for each trial. So as I said before, you need to, for example, in this column, you need to calculate the accumulated time. So the initial time is 0. Then for lap 1 will be the previous time, that is, I'm going to press equal, the previous time, that is 0 plus, sorry, this is not correct, the previous time, that is 0 plus the time that is corresponds to the lap. Okay, and you press enter, and then you take this this dot here, okay, and you select it and you move it to the end of the column, okay, and the program will calculate the time, okay, the accumulated time for each, okay, for sorry, this is a mistake. It's as I said, as I did before. So it's equal, that will be 0 plus and the time that corresponds to the lap. You press enter and then you select the dot and you move to the bottom of the column, and you will obtain the accumulated time for the trial. Then for speed, as I said, the speed for time 0 is 0, and then how do you calculate speed? Dividing 0.5. Sorry, you need to put 0.5 in Spanish nomenclature. 0.5 divided by the time, okay, of the lap. Okay, sorry, so you need to put equal 0.5 divided by the time, and you press enter, and you will obtain the speed of the lap. And then you do the same than before, and you select it and you move it to the end of the column, and automatically you will obtain the speed of each lap. Okay, as you can see here, the program understands that this operation applies for each cell. And with acceleration, we're going to do the same. Okay, acceleration for time 0 is 0, and then, as I said before, the formula of acceleration is final speed, that for lap 1 will be 0.5, minus initial speed, that will be 0, divided by the time of the lap. You press enter and you will obtain the speed of that lap, and you select, you move to the bottom, and you will obtain all the accelerations corresponding to each lap. And this is the easy way and fast way to calculate all the data that you need for constructing your graphs. So now we're moving to the construction of the graphs. So once we have all the data, okay, we are going to construct the graphs. And we're going to construct graphs distance time, we're going to construct graph of velocity over time, and we're going to construct the graph acceleration over time. So we're going to start with graph distance versus time, okay, distance over time. So you click on insertar, gráfico, dispersión, and dispersión con líneas rectas y marcadores. Okay, and you click on aceptar. Okay, and you will obtain this graph and you will obtain valores de X and valores de Y. Okay, so now you go back to your Excel, the Excel that you created for calculating all your data, and the distance will be the same for each trial. Distance is the same, so you select, you copy, and then distance in our case is the Y value. You paste it, okay, and then we are going to insert here, insertar columna and insertar columna, okay, and this is going to be trial 1, this is going to be trial 2, and this is going to be trial 3. Okay, so in trial 1 we have the time. Okay, it must be the accumulated time. Okay, so you select the time from the column of accumulated time, copy, and then you paste it. Okay, okay, for trial, okay, for trial 2 you're going to do the same, the accumulated time, and then for trial 3 you do the same, okay, and you will see that only appears one graph. So what you're going to do is to